Today on September 8th. A big miracle will happen in your life, but you are making a biggest mistake. Please don't do this mistake. Open quickly. Archangel Michael says, "Listen closely, beloved. A door is opening for you today, but I see your hand reaching for the handle of the wrong door because of a hurry that is not holy. The wind of your life is shifting, yet your old habits are trying to pull you back into yesterday. You think the delay is outside you, but it is inside the choice you are about to make. It is a small choice that looks harmless, a familiar reflex wearing a friendly face. If you let it guide you, the miracle will still be yours, but it will arrive tired, late, and leaking light. This is not to frighten you. It is to steady you. You are closer than you know, and that closeness is why distractions feel louder today. They rise to test your hands, to see if you can hold what is meant for you without dropping it for old patterns. The biggest mistake is not a person, a place, or a problem. It is a posture. It is the reflex of telling the wrong people your good news before it is rooted. It is rushing to explain yourself to someone who has no intention of understanding. It is answering a message that unsettles your peace just because it came at an intense hour. It is reopening a door that already taught you why it must stay closed. It is making a quick promise out of fear you will lose something. When heaven is asking you to pause so you can gain everything. Today, on this 14th of August, your name is being whispered in a room you cannot see, a path is being cleared that you did not even know was blocked, and you will feel it as a strange ease. But you must not ruin the ease with noise. The noise will come as urgency, it will say, "Reply now. Prove yourself. Keep them happy. Sign quickly. Say yes even though something inside you says wait." The miracle requires no panic. It asks for presence. So breathe. Place your hand on your heart and anchor your breath like a calm river flowing under a bridge. You are the bridge. There is an invitation to step out of the loop where you keep rescuing what keeps wounding you. You have done enough rescuing. Now it is time to receive. Let the old version of you be grateful for the lesson, and let the new version of you be ready for the blessing. Here is what to do when the moment arrives, and it will. Pause for 3 heartbeats before you answer any call, message, or offer. Feel the temperature of your spirit if it chills, wait if it warms, walk. Your inner weather is more accurate than the forecast of opinions. Clean your space the way a stage is prepared before the lights come on. Remove the small piles of later and maybe because miracles like clear tables and open floors. Drink water and speak to your day like it is a friend you trust. Wrap your words in simplicity. Do not sell your peace to buy approval. Keep your plans close to your chest until their roots hold the soil. Celebrate quietly for now, the way dawn celebrates before the sun is fully seen. If someone from your past appears today carrying urgency, consider their timing, not only their words. Ask yourself, did peace arrive with them? If it did not, bless them inwardly and step aside gently. You are not heartless, you are focused. Focus is love for your future. Today requires that kind of love. Here is also a paper in your near path, an email, a contract, a form, or a message that feels official. Read it slowly, even if the sender suggests speed. Anything good in will still be good after you breathe. There will be a number that repeats for you today on a receipt, a clock, a screen like a soft bell reminding you to pause. This is not superstition, it is rhythm. Miracles carry rhythm, and rhythm protects you from rushing. Protect your energy from envy by refusing to announce your steps to those who prefer you in place. Let your progress be noticed by its glow, not by your explanations. The right ones will feel it without needing proof. If a stranger is kind to you today, receive it. If a familiar face turns cold, release it. Your path is adjusting its shape around you, and not all shoes will fit this new road. You may feel a wave of memory, a tug to revisit a scene where you once felt small. It is not a call to return, it is a call to reclaim. What you needed then is what you can give yourself now, gentle certainty. Gentle certainty says, I choose what grows me. Gentle certainty says, I will not chase what drains me. Gentle certainty says, I am ready to be seen by the life that wants me. Expect a message that looks ordinary but opens like a gift when you read the second line. Expect a phone call with a voice that sounds like a hallway one step leads to another. Expect a door that was heavy yesterday to slide today like it was built on quiet wheels. Guard your morning and your evening. The beginning and the ending are keys, and keys decide doors. Begin with gratitude so the door unlocks softly. And with stillness so it stays open through the night. If you must speak a boundary, speak it with softness and steel. Softness for you, steel for the line. You will not lose what is meant for you by drawing a line, you will find it. If someone asks for an answer right now, remember that your yes is holy. A holy yes needs room. Your no is holy too, and sometimes it is the doorway to a better yes. There is money energy moving toward you, not because you begged it but because you grew into it. Your work, your patience, your lessons, they learned your name. Now they are returning as opportunities, offers, and relief. Do not sabotage relief because you are used to struggle. Let relief feel strange for a little while. Soon it will feel like home. I see a place that once rejected you making space for you now. This is not a trap, it is a test. The test is whether you can enter without shrinking, and leave if it requires your peace as payment. If you must choose between benignitude and being true, choose being true. Explanations may soothe egos, but truth feeds futures. Your future is hungry today, and heaven is serving it. You will notice the smallest sign, a bird landing where you can see it, a light turning green exactly when you reach it, a laughing child reminding you that joy is a compass. Follow the compass, not the crowd. Crowds are loud, but compasses are precise. If an old fear whispers that you are not ready, whisper back that you are learning in motion. Miracles meet movers. Move, even if you move softly. Honor your body as the altar that carries your assignment. Rest where you can, stretch where you're stiff, feed the flame instead of burning the wick. Burnout is the enemy of arrival. There is someone who will not clap for you today. That is not your storm to fix. Your sky holds larger weather. Look for the door that appears after you choose peace over panic. It will not be a dramatic door with trumpets. It will be a simple door with a clear handle. Choose it. Call in your courage with the language of action. One message sent to the right person, one page filled with the plan that's been in your head. One item checked that you have been postponing. The present honors movers with momentum. Momentum is the sound of miracles rolling. If you feel the urge to compare your path to another, remember that comparison is a thief of timings. Your timing is handcrafted. Handcrafted timings arrive like perfect fits, not like borrowed clones. Humility does not mean hiding your light. It means knowing your light is borrowed and still shining it generously. Shine without apology. Your shining is someone else's map. When criticism arrives from those who do not build, do not apply it to your blueprints. The unbuilt always looks impossible to those who never pick up tools. You are a builder now. And builders learn by building. A window will open where you expected a wall. A name you forgot will remember you. A road you did not plan to take will save you hours because you listened to a nudge instead of a noise. Do not chase closures that require self-erasure. Let the unfinished stay unfinished if finishing would cost your center. The miracle does not need you to be smaller. Your kindness is not weakness. It is weather. It waters what you want to grow and it erodes what should not stand. Aim your weather with wisdom. You are allowed to feel joy before the proof arrives. Joy is not a reward. It is a resource. Use it now as fuel. If you are tempted to brag to the audience, translate the brag into gratitude in private. Rooted blessings stand storms. The right collaboration will feel like taking a deep breath you didn't know you were holding. It will not tangle your calendar or your conscience. It will organize your time like a sun organizes silence. When the unexpected invitation appears, check if it asks you to betray your values. If it does, it is not an invitation. It is a detour. Detours look fast but hide distance. A loved one may misunderstand your quiet today. Quiet does not mean distance. It means preparation. Explain with kindness if needed, but keep the quiet. Carry a small sentence in your pocket for the moments of wobble. I choose the path that keeps my peace. Say it in your mind when your fingers hover over sin. Say it when you stand at the threshold of a yes. This is the day to put your phone down for the first 10 minutes after any wave of emotion. Let the wave land before you let your thumb speak. Words sent from the crest often grite on their own shore. The blessing arriving carries details you once prayed for and later forgot. Evan did not forget. Evan stores details like a careful archivist. Do not label your miracle too good to be true. Instead, label it right on time for who I've become. Your becoming is why this door is yours. If someone tries to rewrite your memory of the hard seasons, keep your own record. Your record is not bitterness. It is wisdom. Wisdom prevents repeat enrollments in painful classes. Feed your environment with cues of who you are now, a clear desk, a clear calendar, a softer alarm sound that wakes you kindly. These small shifts tell your life that you are ready for large arrivals. And large arrivals listen. When your body whispers enough, do not argue. Yuff Mike's Rue. The miracle needs room to sit down its bags. You will be tempted to respond to a small drama that promises big distraction. Let it pass like weather passing mountains. Mountains do not run after clouds. There will be a moment this afternoon when time feels suspended. You will look up and know the air changed. That is your cue to say yes to the right thing waiting on your list. Smile for no reason at least once today. And provoke a joy in vice provision. Provision recognizes its own. Release the image of how it was supposed to look. Often the delivery does not match the dream's drawing, but it carries the dream's essence. Essence is what you asked for. It arrives in living color. If a memory makes you wince, let it pass through without setting the table for it. Pain can be a guest without being the host. Today, joy is hosting. Honor your progress with a small ritual tonight. Light a candle. Write 3 lines. Breathe 10 deep breaths by the window. Rituals tell your nervous system we are safe to receive. Safe receivers hold more. Your future is sending you a thank you in advance for what you choose today. It is thanking you for not arguing with your intuition. It is thanking you for closing the chapter gently, but fully. Some people will need to meet the new you more than once before they believe you. That is their process. Your process is to remain the new you every time. The miracle may look like a message, a meeting, a transfer, a solution, a sudden clarity, or a slow relief. However it looks, it will carry your name on the inside, even if the envelope is plain. Open it in peace. Archangel Mitchell says, your part is to stay available to the best outcome, not attached to the oldest one. Your part is to pick fruit that is ripe, not fruit that is familiar. Your part is to walk like what you bring for is walking toward you. Because it is, make a promise to yourself before you rest. I will not trade my peace for speed or validation. I will not dim my light to fit a room I have outgrown. I will not explain my boundaries to those committed to stepping over them. Congratulations in advance for the quiet yes that changes everything. Congratulations in advance for the door that closes without slamming. Congratulations in advance for the blessing that lands and stays. If tears come today, let them be from relief, not rewrite. Let them wash away the dust of old stories. Let them water the ground where new stories will grow. Keep the sacred private until it is sturdy. When it is sturdy, the world will recognize it by the way you stand. Not by the way you announce. Your stance will speak. Honor the helpers sent to you, human and unseen. Their timing is never random. Their counsel will sound like home. The biggest mistake would be to move so fast that you miss the soft hand guiding you around the final corner. Do not rest the corner, turn it with grace. And when the day ends, leave a crack in the door of your heart so the miracle can enter even while you sleep. You are allowed to rest while heaven works. You are allowed to receive without proving. You arrived at this page for a reason. You are reading these lines because your path wanted a witness. I am that witness, and I confirm. Today on the 14th of August. Your new chapter begins. Hold it gently. Walk it kindly. Live it fully. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. You will notice the way your name sits differently in your own mouth today. It sounds steadier, like a key that finally matches the lock. Speak it to yourself with quiet pride and let that resonance guide your decisions. If a familiar craving rises attention, approval, the need to be right, meet it with reassurance instead of reaction. Tell it you have not forgotten it. You have simply outgrown its urgency. Then act from the grown place, not the craving. Here is a softness available to you that is not weakness. It is the softness of a hand that has learned how to lift heavy things without tearing the skin. Carry yourself with that gentleness and watch how rooms rearrange to meet you. Old narratives will try to bargain for your attention by shouting their worst moments. Let them exhaust themselves. You are writing a present tense story where you don't audition for roles that were never worthy of you. Today loves lists, but only the kind with 3 lines. Write 3 actions for the morning, 3 for the afternoon, and 3 for the evening. 9 seeds planted in good soil will feed you better than 90 thrown to the wind, when you feel the tug to check a message that always leaves you smaller. Wait 5 minutes. You one nourishing task in those 5 minutes. Often, the need to check passes when you feed the part of you that needed care, not chaos. Your boundaries are not fences to keep love out. They are garden edges that keep your harvest safe. Draw them with clarity and water them with follow-through. People who love your future will love your edges. If a memory of embarrassment appears, breathe kindness over the old you who stood there, not knowing what you know now. Aversion carried you here. Thank them, then stand taller for both of you. Archangel Mitchell says the river of this day is already flowing in your favor. You do not have to push the current. You simply have to steer the boat with a steady hand and refuse to climb into storms that aren't yours. If thunder calls your name, let it echo unanswered. An unexpected helper will cross your path, a message, a mentor, a piece of content, or a neighbor with a casual tip that changes your route. Say yes to small help. Small help often opens large doors. If a plan collapses, do not rush to rebuild the same structure in the same place. Step back and see where the ground is firmer. Failure is often a flashlight, and today it points toward better architecture. Practice leaving gracefully when your body says the conversation is done. You do not need permission to preserve your peace. You only need honesty with yourself and kindness in your exit. The miracle is not fragile, but your attention is precious. Treat your focus like a rare spice, use it where it matters, and let the bland things remain bland. Flavor your day with intention. Watch for a sentence that lands on you like a warm coat. It may arrive in a book, a post, a line of dialogue, or a whisper from your own spirit. Keep it with you. Let it carry you through the next threshold. You are not late. You are right on time for who you are becoming. Timelines that were built on self-doubt are dissolving, and real-time soul time is taking the lead. When the door opens, step through as you are. You do not need to collect a committee of opinions. The very interview that did the work of the very interview that deserved the reward. If someone presses your old buttons, find the wire and unplug it. A button without a wire is simply decoration. You can keep the memory without keeping the trigger. Let the next yes be a yes your future self can live with comfortably. Dry it on like a jacket. If it pinches your values at the shoulders, put it back. You will feel a surprising burst of energy around a task you've avoided. Ride that wave immediately. Procrastination loosens its grip when you move quickly during windows of ease. Your compassion is wide, but it is not bottomless. Do not pour from the part of you that is still healing. Give from the overflow, not from the wound. There is a simple conversation that will resolve a complicated anxiety. Choose clarity over the performance of pretending you're fine. Clarity Jordan Tunnel. You may sense a quiet nudge to forgive yourself for a choice you made with limited information. Accept the forgiveness. New information belongs to new choices. It should not be used to punish the old you. Carry dignity into every room. Dignity is the posture that tells storms they cannot rearrange your furniture. Let your back remember what your heart already knows. Reach for the tool you already own rather than hunting another tool to delay beginning. The first step wants a companion, not a catalog. Start with what's within arm's length. The rest will meet you. Do one thing today that closes a loop you've left open for months. A closed loop returns your energy with interest. You'll feel the refund immediately. If comparison creeps in, bless the other path and return to your own with tenderness. There are as many routes to wholeness as there are breaths on earth. Yours is sacred because it is yours. When an offer arrives that seems shiny but smells like hurry, remember pressure is not proof. Real opportunity can withstand questions. Ask yours. Applaud yourself silently every time you choose peace over the performance of panic. That applause echoes in places you cannot see. It attracts audiences you actually want. Do not borrow someone else's urgency. If it is truly urgent, clarity will accompany it. If clarity is missing, so is your obligation. Let your gratitude today be specific. Name 3 exact mercies, 3 precise openings, 3 clear lessons. Specificity grounds blessings in reality. Your heart is learning new rhythms, and the people meant to be close will learn to dance with you. Those who refuse will drift to the edges where they belong. This is choreography, not cruelty. If nostalgia visits with a golden filter, remember the full story. Beautiful days were complex. You can hold the warmth without romanticizing the wounds. This is a day for lightness in language. Speak plainly, write simply, decide cleanly. Complexity will wait. Clarity cannot. A small act of generosity will turn a key you didn't know was locked. Give without announcing. The echo will find you. Archangel Mitchell says, release the performance of strength that looks like carrying everything alone. True strength is delegating, resting, and letting support do its job. The unseen is already collaborating with the seen on your behalf. If you must decline an invitation, do so with a thank you instead of an apology. Thank you honors the offer. No honors your limits. Remember, silence is not emptiness. It's the room where wisdom speaks. Visit it often today. Take notes. Your resilience is not a personality trait you were forced to adopt. It's a skill you chose to practice. Honor the choice. Choose joy with the same loyalty. When you look in the mirror, notice not only your face, but your posture. Lift your crown, relax your jaw, soften your gaze. The way you hold yourself affects how the day holds you. Release the superstition that everything good must be paid for with suffering. You have already paid. Today includes change given back. A surprising solution will arrive when you admit the problem out loud. Secrets multiply stress. Truth multiplies options. If you sense a tide turning in a relationship, do not cling to the shore out of fear, let the water carry you to the right distance. Closeness measured by peace is better than closeness measured by proximity. Make room for a 10-minute window of nothing after your biggest task. Nothing is not laziness. It is integration. Without integration, growth spills. You will sense a choice point. Old fuel or new fuel? Old fuel is proving. New fuel is purpose. Pick the fuel that burns clean. If a door closes with gentleness, do not slam it trying to make a sound equal to your effort. Let the hush be the lesson. Soft endings protect tender beginnings. Give your inner critic a job it can handle. Ask it to check spelling, not destiny. It can point at typos it may not touch your worth. The miracle likes clean lines. Tidy one drawer. Archive one folder. Delete 10 old photos that no longer match your narrative. Space is a prayer in physical form. If you find yourself talking too much to convince someone, pause. Realignment does not require marathons of explanation. It breathes and meets you halfway. You are allowed to be new without filing a report to the old world. Transformation is a private ceremony with public results. Let the results do the talking when they are ready. A piece of feedback will sting, then help. Separate tone from truth, extract the useful part, and release the rest. Wisdom is a filter, not a sponge. When you feel the surge to overcommit, picture your calendar like a garden bed. Every yes is a plant. Overplanting chokes fruit. Be gentle with your mornings and generous with your nights. Begin with stillness and with softness. A day in between will listen. If someone confuses access with entitlement, recalibrate the distance. You can love someone deeply with fewer keys. Keys belong to trust, not volume. Align your spending with your becoming. One small purchase that supports your path is worth more than 5 that distract it. Money moves like attention, give both a mission. A small celebration is due when you notice an old trigger not triggering. Mark it. Even quiet victories deserve confetti on the inside. You may receive a compliment that feels exactly like a mirror held at the perfect angle. Accept it fully. Mirrors do not flatter, they reflect. If the path splits, choose the one that costs you the least self-betrayal. Cost is not only measured in time and money. Measure it in how you sleep. Let your patience be active, not passive. Active patience prepares, learns, tidies, and trains, and meets the miracle in motion. There is an elder in your lineage, perhaps living, perhaps not, whose resilience hums in your bones. Draw from that hum today. Walk as if a quiet choir is singing you forward. If grief waves through, honor it without building a house there. Grief is part of the river, not the whole map. The miracle knows how to travel beside it. Speak to yourself in the tone you wish the world would use. Then notice how the world slowly adjusts its volume and vocabulary. You are the first teacher of your own worth. Archangel Mitchell says. Lean into the small kindnesses that feel almost invisible: a door held, a seat offered, a message returned with care. Invisible kindness is the lintel of big blessings. Walk under it with gratitude. Do not negotiate your boundary with a red flag. Red flags do not turn green from conversations. They turn into exits. Notice the way light lands on ordinary objects today: a cup, a pen, a set of keys. That same light is landing on your life. Ordinary is the canvas. Miracle is the color. If anxiety asks to be the driver, offer it the passenger seat and assign it a playlist and a snack. You will get where you're going faster without wrestling the wheel. Humor is a helpful GPS. Remember that pauses are part of sentences. Insert them where breath is needed. Your day will read better. A simple wardrobe of choices works best today. Yes or no, here or there, now or later. If you cannot decide, default to later unless peace says now. Peace is the authority. Your voice will carry farther when it is not raised. Whisper certainty into the places that once demanded shouting. Certainty travels. Practice leaving texts unread when your spirit is not ready to read them. Readiness is not rudeness. It's respect for both parties. You answer better when you're whole. There is a piece of wisdom you once dismissed that will make perfect sense today. Retrieve it. It was waiting for the right you, if you find yourself thinking in loops. Move your body in lines. Walk straight, stretch long, reach up. Lines interrupt loops. Your nervous system understands geometry. Celebrate the mosaic of you: the worker, the dreamer, the friend, the learner, the healer, the boundary drawer. Miracles land best on mosaics because they know how to hold many colors at once. Your wholeness is an invitation. When uncertainty knocks, answer with a smaller question. What is the next right move? Then do it. Next step: shrink fear. You will be seen today by someone who recognizes the work you've done in secret. Accept the recognition without diminishing it. Your humility is secure. You can let the light touch your face. A quiet promise will feel truer than a loud plan. Keep the promise. Plans change when truth grows. Trust the timing of refreshments. You do not have to hold your breath until deliverance arrives. Breathe normally. Help likes homes with oxygen. If you're tempted to edit yourself to fit a shrinking room, take your full self to a larger room. Larger rooms exist. They often open after a brave exit. The road you're on is blessed not because it is easy, but because it is yours. Ownership creates miracle traffic. Expect benevolent connection. Spend 5 minutes today basking in the certainty that you are allowed to have a good life. This certainty recalibrates decisions. Decisions recalibrate outcomes. Let love be a practice, not a performance. Performance tires quickly. Practice gets strong. Stand under the sky and let it remind you that expansion is normal. Your heart is a sky with weather, not a box with borders. Weather moves, borders trap. When you sign your name today, even on a small receipt, imagine you are co-signing with your future. Treat the line with respect. Sign like someone who trusts themselves. You have permission to be the person who left and the person who stayed, the person who healed and the person still healing, the person who knows and the person learning. Complexity is not contradiction. It is capacity. Finally, remember the original instruction of this day. Do not rush what is right. Do not feed what is false. Do not narrate your breakthroughs to those who profit from confusion. Move with grace. Receive with dignity. I am still right here with you, witnessing the turn, honoring your steps and reminding your hands to stay open. The miracle is not ahead. It is arriving as you read. Keep walking gently. This new chapter continues to write itself through your choices now. Let your next breath be a quiet decision. You decide to travel light even while carrying big purpose. You decide to answer only what deserves you. A small kindness you extend today will return multiplied. Give it without ceremony and let it circle. Circles find their way back. Your focus is a lighthouse and your tasks are the ships. Keep the beam steady and choose the path that leaves you proud at midnight. Pride here means clean choices and calm nerves. Calm is a crown that fits you perfectly. If an old habit tries to borrow your afternoon, lend it nothing. Habits without fuel fade. You control the fuel now. Make a home for relief inside your ribcage. Relief is not laziness. It is repair. Repaired hearts carry miracles further. You will recognize genuine support by how your shoulders drop around it. Counterfeit support tightens your jaw. Your body speaks before your mind catches up. Archangel Mitchell says, "Stay loyal to the quiet instructions you hear when the world is still." Those instructions are tailored to your feet and your road. They are not up for debate with people who do not walk where you walk. You are allowed to pause before joy just to feel it fully. Savor is a skill you are learning. Savor stretches blessings. Keep your standard simple and strong. If it costs your peace, it is too expensive. If it breaks your word to yourself, it is not a deal. Organize one corner and let order spread like perfume. Life notices order and responds with clarity. Clarity invites courage. You are not obligated to shrink your good news to fit someone's comfort. Speak with grace or stay silent with wisdom. Both choices protect your harvest. Count your wins by how much energy returns to you after each one. If the win drains you, it was not a win. Real wins give back. This day has a rhythm that rewards unhurried action. Move like a dancer who knows the step will meet the foot. Timing meets trust. There is an idea that has been knocking softly. Sit with it for 15 honest minutes and write what it asks you to write. Honest minutes move mountains. Forgiveness for yourself will unclench a door you did not know was clenched. Let your jaw soften and let your heart follow. Unclenched doors open quietly. A message from someone you respect will land with grace. Respond from your center and not your excitement. Centered replies build bridges. Your creativity is a river under the floorboards. Lift the plank and listen to it run. Then let it flood the right room. Practice saying thank you to blessings without adding disclaimers. Thank you is complete. Completion leaves room for more. You will be tempted to revisit a solved puzzle. Leave it solved. Curiosity does not need to turn into chaos. Archangel Mitchell says, align your calendar with your calling. Appointments that do not serve your path are sandbags tied to your ankles. Cut the rope and feel how light returns. There is a softness to your strength today. You can hold a boundary and a hand at the same time. Hold both with wisdom. The meeting you fear will be kinder than your imagination. Imagination can dramatize when it is bored. Give it a better story to write. Let your eyes look for evidence that life is conspiring for you. Evidence will show up in small alignments and generous timings. Collect them like bright stones. When memory plays the old reel of pain, mute the soundtrack and watch in silence. Without noise, the scene loses power. Then close the player and return to now. A simple walk will shake Lozer's depth of thought. Feet teach the mind to move, moving breaks the spell of stub. You owe no one a performance. You owe yourself honesty and rest. Honesty and rest create durable glow. Choose language that treats your future like a beloved guest. Speak hospitality over your next season. Guests treated well like to stay. If you must choose between speed and accuracy, choose accuracy. Accuracy prevents redos. Redos waste miracles. A sincere compliment you give today will repair a thread in someone else's spirit. Repairing threads is holy work. Your words carry needles and bong. Release the ritual of chasing what hides from you. What hides is not for you. What is for you arrives, even if it takes the scenic route. There is wisdom in letting a conversation breathe. Silence between sentences is fertile. Fertile ground grows truth. Stand by your boundaries when they are tested gently. Gentle tests are rehearsals for bigger ones. Passing the rehearsal sets you up for the stage. Your patience with yourself is becoming a powerful tool. Tools do not brag. They build. Keep building quietly. Archangel Mitchell says, when the door swings, remember you asked for this opening. Step through with gratitude, not fear. Gratitude steadies your feet. Give yourself credit for the battles you fought silently. Trophies are not needed for every victory. Some wins are tattoos on the spirit. When an old nickname tries to drag you back into a role you outgrew, smile and keep walking. Names evolve as people evolve. Your evolution is lawful. Let generosity include your own dreams. Do one generous thing for your path today. Generosity to self multiplies capacity for others. Notice how much better life feels when you do the thing you promised yourself. Self-trust composes music beneath your day. Music organizes motion. You are walking out of rooms that loved your wounds and into rooms that love your healing. Healing is not dramatic, is consistent. Consistency is a quiet grum. If a door creaks rather than opens, will it with patience or choose another door? Some doors need tenderness. Some doors need letting go. This afternoon holds a sweet intersection. You will arrive exactly when someone else is ready. Readiness meeting readiness is alignment. Keep your appetite for chaos low by feeding on stillness. Stillness satisfies. Chaos leaves you hungry. Speak the truth kindly and completely when asked for your view. Kind and complete closes loops, half-truths open leaks. Archangel Mitchell says, your steps are counted and your strength is not guessed at. Heaven knows your pace and paves accordingly. Walk without apology. Your financial wisdom is rising to meet your generosity. Both can coexist without conflict. You can bless others and build yourself. Let your past be a library, not a prison. Visit to learn, not to live, then check out the lesson and return to today. A gentle assignment waits tonight. Review your day and bless the 3 best choices you made. Blessing your choices trains your chooser. You will feel a thread of courage tutoring you toward a bold yes. Test it against your peace and your principles. If both agree, step in fully. Celebrate a boundary you held even if no one saw it. Invisible victories shape the visible life. The visible follows the invisible. Keep your hydration, your rest, and your pace in honorable balance. Honoring the vessel honors the voyage. Voyages go farther with cared for ships. You are building a life that does not require constant escape. Escapes serve you once. Now you serve your calling. Let your laughter be permission, not apology. Laughter is medicine that leaves no side effects. Take a dose and pass it on. There is a letter you owe to your future self. Write 3 lines on a card or a note. Place it where tomorrow can find it. If a project stalls, reduce it to the smallest next visible action. Visible actions invite momentum. Momentum prefers invitations to commands. Archangel Mitchell says, the miracle is not coming to rescue you from responsibility. It is coming to partner with your responsibility. Partners move faster than rescuers. Your compassion for younger you will soften the oldest hard place. Soft places welcome growth, growth asks for tenderness. Decide once how you speak about yourself when no one is listening. That decision will echo into your habits. Habits build homes. Look for the window of unexpected ease. It opens when you release the need to control the exact route. Routes change while destinations remain faithful. Faithful destinations wait. You honor your calling when you keep your word to rest. Rest returns you to yourself. Self-return is sacred. If envy knocks, feed it gratitude and send it on its way. Gratitude dissolves envy. Dissolved envy becomes admiration. Your heart can be both guard and gate. Guard what is precious and open to what is right. White things respect both roles. A clear no will save you from a complicated later. Complications are loud bills. Pay with clarity now. Let beauty interrupt your seriousness once today. Beauty recalibrates vision. Vision recalibrates choices. You will feel the echo of this day for weeks. Echoes remind you to keep walking like this. Walking like this becomes a lifestyle. Archangel Mitchell says, stay with the flow of kindness, strength, and poise. You are not merely surviving the chapter. You are authoring it. Authors write the ending while living the middle. The horizon is leaning closer, almost as if it wants to be touched. Extend your hand in the small actions that prove your belief. Belief plus action is a bridge that always holds. This continuation stands beside what has already been spoken and strengthens it. Keep moving in grace. Keep choosing with dignity. Keep receiving with that right. The miracle continues to land on the life you are courageously building now. Your spirit is learning the difference between urgency and importance. Urgency shouts. Importance stands with quiet confidence and waits to be chosen. Choose what waits with dignity. Give your attention the same respect you give your money. Spend it where return is likely and the impact is real. Starve distractions and watch them shrink. Let the smallest brave act be your anchor today. A single honest message. A clear boundary, a page of the plan you keep postponing. Anchors are small but they hold ships through weather. You are building a rhythm that turbulence cannot interrupt. Rhythm is stronger than mood. When mood dips, rhythm carries you exactly where you said you'd go. If you feel the temptation to narrate your pain for sympathy, translate it into wisdom for progress. Wisdom travels farther than sympathy. Progress heals more deeply than applause. Archangel Mitchell says, "This hour is a gate. Step through without dragging old furniture. The room ahead is furnished with peace, purpose, and pavilion. Walk in with empty hands so you can receive. A quiet lunch, a tidy inbox, a short walk." Do not underestimate these as spiritual technologies. They recalibrate your system toward receiving. Receivers notice doors others rush past. You are not required to argue your worth with those committed to misunderstanding. Agreement is not a prerequisite for respect. Respect yourself and your world will rearrange around that standard. A message arrives that seems small but the timing is surgical. Answer it with clarity and gratitude. Timing is a language the miraculous speaks fluently. If the past knocks with an apology that demands immediate reconciliation, breathe. Forgiveness is a gift. Access is a decision. You can extend one without surrendering the other. The shape of your day is a canvas you stretch tight in the morning. Pull it taut with a simple routine and a bold intention. Art appears best on canvases prepared to receive color. A whispered idea will feel like a thread pulling you toward a brighter fabric. Follow the thread for 10 minutes without judging it. Threads become tapestries when honored. Give your inner child one gesture of kindness today. A favorite snack, a playful song, a few minutes of unstructured curiosity. Joy builds emotional muscle for brave adult decisions. When you speak to yourself, use the tone you reserve for your most trusted friend. The tone unlocks cooperation inside you. Cooperation turns effort into flow. Your steps are aligned with something larger than luck. You have practiced too long for this to be accidental. Practice magnetizes outcomes that resemble the hours no one saw. If an old jealousy rises like smoke, open a window of gratitude. Breathe it in deliberately. Smoke clears faster in rooms with oxygen. The solution you seek prefers simple sentences. Write what you want as plainly as you can. Plain language invites precise outcomes. You will notice a person whose calm steadies a room. Let their presence remind you that calm is power, not passivity. Practice carrying that power without denouncing it. Delight in small symmetry and number sequence. A double rainbow of coincidences. A door that opens right when your hand reaches it. Symmetry is the kindness of order revealing itself. Loud and keep walking. Archangel Mitchell says, "The miracle is already circling, do not shout directions at it, keep your signal strong with rest, clarity, and gentleness." Circling blessings land where signals are stable. Your calendar is a declaration of values. If it's crowded with appeasement, it will starve your calling. Feed your calling first, the rest must schedule around it. A piece of good news may knock while you are occupied with something mundane. Do not despise the mundane moment. Many destinies have been announced over sinks full of dishes. If you must wait, wait actively, study, stretch, strengthen, simplify. Active waiting makes doors feel like invitations rather than interruptions. Invitations are easier to accept with prepared hands. Release the superstition that joy is careless. Joy is strategic. It multiplies endurance. Wear it like armor that confuses negativity. When someone tries to bait you into a familiar argument, smile with your whole nervous system. Your silence will be a boundary they cannot climb. Not every bell deserves an answer. Notice the difference between a challenge that grows you and a complication that traps you. Growth stretches, traps tangle. Today choose stretch over tangle. Your kindness to yourself is beginning to echo outward. People who meet you will feel safer telling the truth. Golems build true futures. If a plan you love meets a barrier, consider the door next to it rather than ramming the wood. Lateral moves aren't cowardice. They are craftsmanship. Craftspeople respect materials and angles. Tell the truth you can live with. Dramatic truths make headlines. Livable truths make homes. You are building a home for long blessings. Archangel Mitchell says, "Courage is quieter than you imagined and more steady." It looks like showing up on time, following through, and refusing to worship other people's urgency. Keep that courage and the way forward will keep you. A single breath can reset an hour. Step to a window, count slowly, feel your rims widen. And let the exhale unclench your mind. Reset often. Momentum loves clear lines. The compliment you resist is a mirror you deserve to stand in. Try standing there without arguing. Acceptance teaches abundance how to find you. Your boundaries are becoming muscle memory, and that is progress. At first you had to think, now you simply know. Knowing frees energy for creation. If a fear whispers that you are behind, ask it to show you the measuring tape. You will see it was built from comparison and noise. Fold the tape and return to your pace. Choose a phrase as your compass for this afternoon, something like simple and true or calm and clear. Repeat it when options multiply. Compasses save time. There will be an instant where you nearly say yes to please someone. Let the pause win. You will thank yourself by nightfall. You are authorized to delight in your own becoming. Pride and growth is not arrogance, it is stewardship. Stewards care well for what is entrusted. A practical blessing wants to find you. A discount, a waiver, a seat opening, a perfect parking spot. Smile when it arrives and use it well. Practical blessings are love in logistical clothing. If you catch yourself bracing for bad news, unclench your shoulders and anticipate good. Receive like someone who expects kindness. Write the shortest possible plan for the next big step. 1 page, 3 milestones. A date you can touch with your calendar. Archangel Mitchell says, I am adjusting the light so you can see the next foothold, step where peace points, not where panic pushes. Your footing will feel new and familiar at once. Let the evening become a gentle audit. What consumed energy without return? What returned energy with interest? Tomorrow's allocations begin tonight. Remember that endings are not indictments, they are invitations. If a chapter closes, bow to it. Bowing honors both what was and what is next. You are allowed to ask for help in the exact place your competence ends. Competence plus humility builds cathedrals. Ask once, clearly, and then receive. When you speak of your goals, use verbs that move, build, serve, create, heal, lead, learn. Verbs change a posture. Posture changes paths. Trust the pace of a door that opens without you having to kick it. Kick doors resent you later. Doors that swing freely tend to stay friendly. Your relationship with rest is healing, and that will heal other relationships. Rested people apologize less for existing. They simply exist and shine. Give something away neatly, an item, a task, a worry. Any giving makes room, rooms with space attract upgrades. If your mind loops at bedtime, write the loop on paper and close the notebook with intention. The page will hold it until morning. Morning brings better light. Archangel Mitchell says, I have seen your private work and the tears you didn't post. Nothing is wasted. Even the quiet ache fertilized this moment. A laugh will surprise you today, the kind that lifts your face toward the ceiling. Let it ring without shushing it. Joy that spills does not stain. It blesses. When you feel the familiar pull toward an argument with yourself, give that energy a job stretch, tidy, hydrate, reflect. The mind calms when the body moves. Movement tells worry it isn't in charge. Receive the compliment hidden in constructive feedback, extract the gold and leave the gravel. Your pockets grow heavier with the right kind of weight. You are not the person who needs chaos to feel alive. You are the person who creates meaning and lets meaning generate momentum. Momentum feels like grace in motion. Choose one song as the soundtrack for the last hour of daylight. Let it carry you through finishing well. Finished days sleep better. The alignment you feel is not imagined, is the arithmetic of consistent choices adding up to a changed life? Keep counting by actions, not wishes. If someone tries to rush your forgiveness, slow the conversation with honesty. Forgiveness is a process. It deserves respect. Respect prevents resentment. You can love someone and still say, "Not like this." That sentence protects both hearts. Protected hearts can love longer. Archangel Mitchell says the miracle did not come to tease you. It came to partner with you. Partnership requires presence, boundaries, and follow through. You have all three growing inside you now. Let gratitude be specific as the night settles. Thank the exact call that came on time, the exact breath that calmed you, the exact line that recentered you. Specific gratitude trains your eyes for specific blessings. Close the day like a ceremony, dim lights. Soften voice. Bless your body, bless your mind, bless the path. Ceremonies teach the soul how to hold treasure. Treasure that is held with care tends to invite more. Sleep with a window of belief cracked open. Even in rest, openings matter. Openings make space for good things to enter quietly and stay. And tomorrow, when your feet find the floor, let your first thought be gentle and accurate. You are in a story that favors your courage. Courage has already paid the ticket for the miracle to travel. Keep your pace, keep your peace, and keep walking. This chapter is still blooming beautifully under your steady hands.